Good morning everyone, welcome to the Hillingdon slip road on the A40. Quite quiet at the moment actually. Now this slip road is probably the best part of 700 meters long, maybe even half a mile, and I'm teaming up again with Nick, Tess, Martin. Unfortunately Andrew's had to pull out overnight because he's been given a shift at work which he said he has to go and do, so there might be another person, so there could be 4 or 5 of us still. I'm going to attack the dangerous side. I did do this about 1.25 years ago with roughly the same people. I've got loads of cakes as well in my rucksack, so we're all going to have a nice treat afterwards. Just quickly, on the last video I was about a mile up the road at the Uxbridge slip road with the same people, so hopefully I won't fall over the barrier today. So bent my tongs that day, never mind. This will be my last video until Super September, so got a bit of work to do today everyone, but let's just see what damage we can cause to this slip road. And thank you for joining me. You know the saying, don't you? Let's get to work. Okay, I've reached my starting point. 700 to 800 meters in that direction now, back to the A40. The actual main road sort of bends round this plantation, and then what it does is it goes under the station at Hillingdon there, and then these slip roads do rejoin it, believe it or not. So let's get to work. Now I know also Nick and Tess and Martin had done some work on this not so long ago, so I'm not expecting it to be horrific. When I was walking down I was like, right, this isn't too bad until you get sort of further up, then it thickens up considerably. So we get what we get ultimately. The slip road gets a clean, and that's our main aim today. You see, I've got to walk here to face the traffic. At the moment there's not much to report, so just let me get a little bit further up. I'm still on bag one, look. So let me just report in once the litter starts to thicken up. Otherwise I'm just going to be talking about absolute nonsense whilst walking down a dangerous road. So I'll catch you a little bit further up. Well, I've walked about 250 yards down the slip road. I still haven't encountered that much, although when I was walking down to get to my starting position I did see it thickens up a bit. So hopefully we'll start getting, well, ultimately no. Yeah, it'd be great if I didn't have to do any litter picking. But if you're making a litter picking video, it's probably a good idea to get some, in some shape or form. Just swap hands for a moment. I've put a glove on today, a rare glove. Got up this morning, I've got a friend coming round, doing some work on the house, just changing a bit of decking for me that's not at its best anymore. And then what we're going to do is coat it with that decking paint in a couple of weeks time. But I said to him, don't make a mess. And I've got the vacuum cleaner out the cupboard, put it in the living room just out the way. There was a rat about 10 inches long, and then you had the tail as well, about 15 inches long with the bloody tail. My cat's obviously killed it overnight and brought it into the house. So I went and got the glove, and it sort of stayed with me since. You dirty rat, you dirty rat. Right, there's a little bit in here, but some of it I just can't get. It's too far in. Not getting into them brambles for love nor money. Gonna flash up some facts and whatnot today, everyone, that I've just downloaded. A lot of them are about the weight of things like bridges and buildings and whatnot. They'll just randomly pop up on the screen whilst I'm doing the video. As I said, this is my last one before Super September. Got brambles right in the face here. Oh crikey, how am I going to get to that? This is all Bindo, by the way. This is all bindo. Ideally it'd be best to walk the other way with me being like a right-handed litter picker, but then I'd have my back to the traffic, which is, as you can see, it's not the things you want to be doing along this road. You're back to the traffic. Let's see if I can get in here a bit and get that little bit. Oh, no, I can't get in there. I just can't get in there. There's too much foliage in my way. So I said to everyone, I've got 2.5 hours this morning, everyone, although I've come a bit earlier than the rest of them, so I've probably got 3 hours. I'm going down to Uxbridge Football Club. They're in about the 8th tier of English football. They've had a benefactor leave them a few million quid, so they've gone up a couple of divisions over the last couple of years. They've had a lot of improvements to the stand and to the pitch and whatnot. I've got a hole in this bag. Have I? Yeah, I have, yeah. These bags are shite. Absolutely shite. I'll tell you what, everyone. Let me load it up and then I'll put a bag over it. To secure it. And that's just bag one, believe it or not. Let me just bag it up, everyone. It would annoy me otherwise. I've walked at least a third of the distance so far. But here comes Barry. Go on, Barry. Wasn't expecting to see me. I've just got to be on my toes here. It's a dangerous place to be. So let me change this bag, everyone. We'll put a fresh one on and we'll keep ploughing the road. Quite a good title, isn't it? Ploughing the road. It seems appropriate for today's video. Catch you in a minute. Oh, this is just in these brambles, everyone. Razor sharp. Razor sharp. I don't know if I can get in there and get that out. There's that Flora margarine tub in here. Try and hold the camera. Come on, Jared. What a poxy litter pick this is going to be. I'm trying not to get the petrol pump with it so early. Just have to keep looking as well to my right. Keep behind the traffic while I'm doing this. Right, one more bit. There's a bottle. There's a couple of plastic bottles, but they're just in there. I can get one, I think. The other one. Ow. Holding the camera with one hand, everyone. I can't get the other one. That was bad enough, and the other one's another foot in still. Just get what you can get, Jared. Get what you can get. See if I can get that through there. Yeah, come on, Jared. That's better. I like to win. Winning, everyone, winning. Winning. Whew. It's just little bits in here. I know these brambles aren't forever. They're just a pain in the arse when they are around, especially in the fact that I'm keeping my eye on the traffic because it's coming down at 60-70 miles an hour down this slip road. Come on, Gerald, two more, one more. Oh dear. What I'm going to try and do is carry these bags to the alley where I came into the video at, and I know that's usually our dumping point. The other end, as I said, so clean because of the efforts of Nick and Tess and Martin and everyone lately that there's not much to do up there. we put out a little message on our group chat last night, and Tess sort of said that end's clean. I was like, oh, that's good. We won't grumble about that then. This was a video for me in about February 2025. Just remember being here and making a video for it. Anyway, let's keep going. We're winning for certain. We've still got a long way to go, so let's just see what we can get. And as I said, this is the last video before Super September. Right everyone, there's 2 bags so far, and the alley I'm going to shuttle them to is just over there. You see where that car is now? That's, I think, where Nick and Tess are going to start litter picking when they get here. Not got any messages from them yet. I'll just wait for this car to pass. I'll cross back over. So I might have one of my cakes actually. I've got some donuts. I've got some jam donuts, and I've got some plain donuts and a couple of sticky buns. A Belgian bun and an ice finger, as they're called. So as I said, yeah, I've just looked on the internet at some random facts which I'll just put up. There's not that many of them, about 10. Some of them are related, 2 or 3 of them are sort of related to one bit. Found out the weight of various buildings and bridges and whatnot. I was just curious for myself. Like Tower Bridge is about 11,000 tons. The Golden Gate Bridge is about 900,000 tons. They'll flash out over the course of the video. Be interesting if you're interested in that sort of nonsense. Irrelevant nonsense. I think it's good to know though, isn't it? Sometimes you just, you know, you're sitting there pondering. You're sitting there pondering and you're like, I wonder what that weighs. And then you sort of ask one of these AIs and they say, oh yes, well, the materials in the bridge weigh this much, but when you include the concrete and the roadway and all the other how's your fathers, it weighs this much. I think the materials in the Golden Gate are something like 185,000 tons. That's all the steel and everything. But once you start adding all the concrete and everything, it sort of fourfolds in weight. I mean, put it this way. If the bridge was absolutely full of traffic and... Sorry, I'm just keeping my eye on the traffic, everyone. If the bridge was full of traffic and it was all stationary from one end to the other in both directions, yeah? And it was full of big heavy lorries all carrying big heavy loads, all that weight of the traffic would still only make up about 10% of the weight of the bridge. So just think about that for a minute. Fill it full of big heavy lorries, all with big heavy loads from one end to the other, both sides, and all that weight of all that traffic would only make up about 10%. So the bridge is 90% of the weight, and it's permanently holding itself up. That's the loads it has to bear. It's quite mind-boggling when you think of it that way, isn't it? Mind-boggling. Right, there's a bit in there I want to get. If I can get it without getting killed to death. Oh dear. Right, that's better. So I sort of came in there, everyone, through the alley there. And that was sort of halfway along the slip road. So it certainly isn't as bad. But obviously the chaps are going to have a full scale assault on that over there in a little while when they get here. As I said, I did tell them I wanted to go to football, so I said I'd just make a bit of a start. Right, that's better. I think I'll call this a day as well. This is getting quite full. Just get these little bits. Saturday morning, that means there's a chilly video. So when I leave here, I've got about an hour and a bit to play with. Have a wash round, change your clothes, upload the video, and then I can edit it when I get back from football. And I'll probably watch Chili's video Saturday morning. Time for chili. Right. Now, if we don't get a Barry today, I will eat my hat. I really mean that. I really will eat my hat. All this crap out the bin though, look. There's one in there, I've got no chance of getting it. Gorbury! Told you we'd get one. Going about 90 mile an hour he was. That's what I'm saying. This is why I'm on full alert today. Full alert. Right, let's empty this, everyone. There's a car coming. Run for your life. And that's bag 3. I'm going to message the others. Oh, there's Nick, by the way. I'm filming. Oh, it's Martin. Hello, Martin. How are you, mate? Okay? I've got some cakes in the bag. Let's come down and see you. I've got a couple of bags up there, Martin. I've done 3 so far. So let me just stop filming and I'll come over and have a word. Right, everyone, this is Martin. Now, you see Martin on Chili's channel at the canal, because Martin's one of the volunteers that goes there every month, ain't you, mate? Yeah. We're having a little interlude. We've decided we'd take... Oh, mind out the way of the cyclist, otherwise I get killed to death. Decided that we'd take an interlude and have our jam donuts. We need sustenance, don't we, Martin? We certainly do. So you're going to attack this bit with Nick and Tess, I take it, then? Yeah. Yeah, I know this probably needs a bit of work done to it. Yeah. And I'll just stay on the dangerous side then for the moment. Okay. And then we'll shuttle all the bags back later, yeah? Yeah. Right, everyone, we're enjoying our interlude briefly. And I'll catch you back on the main road in a sec. Everyone, that was a lovely interlude. We've both had a jam donut each. There's an LBH bag that's appeared. So we've got a funny feeling that Nick's already here. And obviously he hasn't seen me. Martin's all walking up that way as well, so they'll probably bump into each other. I'll give them a call in 15 minutes. Tess has messaged us to say she'll be here about 10:20. So, and there might be another Martin who might come along. We're not entirely sure. And as I said, unfortunately Andrew got called to work last minute last night, but we said he'll be here in spirit, which he will be. He'll be here in spirit. What I do want you to take note of, everyone, is the amount of cans. This is why we need this can and recycle thing in the UK. It's nearly all cans and plastic bottles here. Oh dear. Right, let's just get that one at it. Don't do rocks. I don't do rocks. There's one down there again, I just can't get to it. I just can't get to it. It's just too far down. Oh, that jam donut was absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. You can see there's some sort of camp and whatnot down here in the pass. There must be a way of accessing it, but it's absolutely sodden down there at the moment. I mean, even if you had waders, you'd probably go up to your chest. It's absolutely saturated down there with all the rain we had earlier in the year. We've just not got any chance of drying out. Not until it gets much warmer for much longer. Better. Right, believe it or not, I've only got about 300 metres to go. Now, it could be an interesting 300 metres, or it could be a damp squid. I'm certainly got nowhere near the amount I got a year and a quarter ago. So I just have to keep pausing everyone to look at the traffic. You can appreciate. Look, I'll show you where I am. Look, I've got nothing now to play with. Oh crap. I feel a bit happier in about 20 yards when I can have a little bit of a barrier between me and the oncoming traffic. I'll just keep litter picking in the meantime, everyone. Leave me to it. We'll get what we can. Everything we get is a result, ultimately. And as I said, this is definitely the last one before Super September starts. When you do start watching the Super September, I've set myself an ambitious target. Let's put it that way. That's the only spoiler you're going to get on it. I've set myself a very, very, very ambitious target. I'll catch you in a minute. Right, everyone, who in their right mind would stop on this slip road? Yeah, let me just get over the road real quick. Who in their right mind would stop on this slip road to throw the carpet and a bit of these chairs down here? Look, what sort of utter dickhead would do this? Look, 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 there's a slip road. You can start to see the main A40 now coming out of London. Someone stopped here and chucked these chairs down the slip road. Look, you just couldn't make it up, could you? I'm just going to put them on this side. I'm sure Nick will have his trolley with him. Martin was saying that Nick doesn't have his car at the moment, but I know he don't live miles from here, so he's probably just walked here with his trolley. Let's pull that out of the way before someone hits it. What a sad state of affairs this country's become, when this is just considered the norm. I watched one of Flawless Cleaning's videos. I'm going to be honest, I don't watch too many YouTube videos. I watch Chili and absolute garbage, and I watch mine actually, and load of rubbish, and a couple of others. I don't watch millions of them. I watched Ben from Flawless Cleaning the other week, and he was doing some bit that's all been chucked over a bridge, and apparently they cleaned it before and they'd gone back a year later. And it looked like hell on earth again. You could see he was really depressed. Really depressed. But what he said was, since when has this become the norm? And I have to agree with him completely. Ben's completely right. When has this become the norm? It's just considered the norm to just walk your rubbish to a bridge and chuck it in a bit of no man's land over the bridge. I mean, it'd be easier to take it to the dump on 99% of the occasions, you know. Right, let's get back through here. Caught up with myself here. Bit of a mucky spot, this bit. I'll put it straight though. Let's see if I can remove that car part as well. I can lug it. It isn't that far to the alley. Later on I might be able to lug it. Right, that's better. Let's put on a fresh bag, everyone. I'm going to finish it off without filming it. It's an absolute shitstorm down here. Right, that's better. Still got my slippers on as well. I said you're going to see a Super September video soon, and I'll get myself a blister like there's no tomorrow. Right, let's get out of here, everyone. I'm going to clean the rest off and see if I can pull it to that pile. Just leave me to it for a bit, and I'll catch you further down the road. I've not actually got that far to go, probably about 250 meters, so winning, certainly winning. Right, everyone, I've been having a dig in that bit over the road. I've managed to wallop me head. Have I cut myself?
Yeah,
I have. Oh, look who's turned up. Mad as a box of frogs, Nick. So that's what I've dug out. Good to see you, mate. You want a cake?
I'll have one later.
He's going to have his cake later. Me and Martin have already had ours on camera as well, I must have. Have I cut myself?
Yeah,
A little bit. Okay, yeah, I just whacked my head on the branch. I don't know. I said you might bring your trolley. There it is, everyone. Look, Nick's trolley. It's like the one Chili used to have. What are you going to do for the moment? Should we leave this till the end and shuttle it up?
Yeah, I'm going to head
and
up.
you make, because Martin's gone up that way as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go
so
back. I've done marshes.
All right.
Over there.
Yeah, we saw a bag magically appear as well in the alley.
Winter Avenue.
All right. Okay. So, all right. Well, I'll keep your phone on and I'll give you a tinkle.
Yeah, I might not hear you, but I'll check.
All right. We'll check it every sort of 15 minutes. Right. I'm going to get the end of this slip road and then make my way back and whatnot. And there's cake later. There you go, everyone. There he goes. Look, mad as a box of frogs. Mad as a box of frogs. We love him really, though. We love him really. Right, everyone. So as you said, I've dug all that out. I've cut my head a bit. Nick said you've cut yourself a bit. I whacked it on the branch going back for the car park. You see the car park right at the back? I whacked it on the bloody branch like a blithering fool. One of the bags split. There is actually two bags, but it's split. So I threw it in that metal dustbin that I retrieved. Thought I'd improvise. Anyway, we're getting a nice pile, and yeah, it's nice to know that everyone's here. The amount of rubbish is going to go up substantially now, so let's keep going, everyone. Let's keep going. As I said, for me, I've only got to go up about 250 yards and make my way back to this point. So left me hoop over here. Let's keep going, everyone. Let's keep going. Just been having a little dig down that embankment, everyone, as far as I can go. Managed to pull out this crap. Whew. You will see Nick actually on a Super September video, because we filmed it about six weeks ago. I won't say where, but you will see him on one. You might have heard him say he was going to go down to a place called Gutteridge Works. Now Gutteridge Works is roughly halfway between here and the next junction in that direction. So the next junction in that direction is the Polish War Memorial. You can start to see the main road quite clearly now, look. I was just thinking though, I know the council came along here the other day, so there might not be as much for him to do as he thinks, but I'm sure Nick will love grubbing around in some finding some load of old crap. Couldn't think of what I was saying, I was getting confused. He'll love that, he will. Ooh, grubbing around in loads of crap. Probably the last time I'll do this slip road. Probably. We only tend to do it sort of once a year. There's a box down there, but I'm not putting my hand in there. That one will rot. There's just too many brambles for that box. So it's happening all again, everyone, in a few weeks' time. Not that long, actually. I think last year for Super September, I didn't do any videos for 2 weeks beforehand. But this time it's only going to be about a week. I know this is going to go out in about later August. And I know the one we made at the Uxbridge Slip Road. Come on, Jack. Will go out the week before. So we've had a bit of an assault on the A40 over the last few weeks. I know Nick's been doing it as well outside on other days, whilst I've been doing sort of areas closer to me. Right, let's change this bag, everyone. It's about bag 6 or 7. We've got loads of tat though, loads of unbaggables. And then we'll see, as I said, what the others get as well. Now if I do leave before them today, as I said, I've told them I've only got so much time. I'll take a picture of the pile and put it up on the screen right now. Because I did say to them I've only got limited time. That's why I came here a bit earlier, just to make a start. Oh, not a great view for you lot, but a means to an end for me. Right, let's keep going, everyone. That bag's certainly full as much as it needs to be. It's got easier again now. I've got a little bit of room to work. We'll put a fresh bag on and we'll just make our way up to the end there, which is about 150 yards away now. Got Martin there, you got Nick up there. We've sort of, I told you they was going to get amongst this stuff. I just put that bag over the road. It's a little bit grubby, so I've got a little bit to do coming back as well. I've just got to make my way down about another 150 yards or so. I'll catch you down there. Just concentrate on getting it done at the moment. Might have another cake. Since I last spoke to you, just putting on the new fresh one on the hoop. Having a bit more sustenance with the ice finger. Delicious. This is a breakfast and a half. This is a jam donut and an ice finger. Talk about punch your sugar levels up. I'm enjoying that. I'm nearly there, everyone. Got about 90 yards to go. Any bags I get along there, I'm just going to shuttle down to the path here. Nick will collect them on the way back. You can't quite see it, but that's Norfolk Aerodrome. Just basically the other side of those trees there. When Princess Diana died and they flew her body back from Paris, they flew it into this little airport here, Norfolk Aerodrome. So, a little bit of trivia there. I'm going to eat my cake, everyone, finish off. I'll catch you up at the end there. There, everyone, since I was last here, it looks like they've built some sort of beehive boxes by the looks of things for the insects and the wildlife along here. Look, there's Nick. Look, he'll love it. He will. Look, him grabbing around and all that shit. He'll be loving that. I don't think there's nowhere near the amount from a year and a bit ago. I think over a weekend we got about 100 odd bags. Maybe Transport for London have got the council to do it to some degree. So I'm now on a spot that most people don't stand. You'd have to be as mad as a box of frogs to want to stand here. I'll show you in a sec. Oh. Just sort of meandering around, picking up bits and bobs. That's all. So normally I would drive from Greenford to Chalfont and I'd come down the main road here. And then obviously this is where the slip road that we're cleaning today splits. Normally you just go here. To actually stand here is not what many people do, I would have thought. Just standing here and seeing all this traffic coming towards us. I bet the traffic's going by looking at me thinking, look at him, mad as a box of frogs. Here. So there's the view, everyone. So the A40 going west, the A40 going east into London, and then obviously the slip road here. I think what Nick's found out is there ain't as much to do along that main road. As I said to you earlier in the video, they cleaned it in the week. I saw a couple of guy's doing it. So he hasn't had to go as far as he thought. It's nice to have a group litter pick though. Just many hands make light work sort of thing, you know. Many hands make light work. Right, let's clean this bit up. When I drive past here in the week, I'll say, oh, I cleaned that bit. I'll be most chuffed with myself. I'll be telling people, oh, I cleaned that bit. You see that bit, everyone? Yeah, it's nice and clean. I cleaned that bit. Right, a bit monotonous, everyone. So I'm not going to bore you to tears with it. I'll give you one last look at the main road. And I'll just finish off this bag off camera. And I think I'm sort of done. It's just a matter of picking up a bit on the way back and shuttling it to where I've done my introduction. Catch you in a minute. Right, just as I'm starting to walk back now, I'm going to stay on this side of the road now. That looks so much better. You can see that red box over there and some bags. That's some stuff other people have done. My phone's ringing at the moment, so let me just go and take this call. And as I said, really all I've got to do is walk back now and pick up some bits en route. What I've just remembered is I haven't done any quiz questions today. What a blithering fool. I might chuck one in a sec. Let me just take this call, everyone. Ow. Come on, Jack. Ah, balls. I've grabbed it. It's caught the vines and sprung back further in the bush than it was. I can't get to it now. Come on. I got angry. I got angry. Let's start shuttling these bags up, everyone. I think it's all a matter of what I've got to do now. Just get a little bit else en route. Done about 12 bags, a few cut fingers, cut on the head. Par for the course for this sort of area. Catch you in a minute. We're gonna need Nick to shuttle it though. Let me see if I can put it out, mate. Just walking back, everyone. I've dumped a few bags. Martin said there's a barbecue dumped in here, but how the bloody hell am I going to get that? Look, it weighs a bleeding 100 weight. Just don't come in, Martin. You'll get stung to death, mate. Just leave it to me a sec. If I can grab this up. Mind out, because they're going to spring. All these brambles are going to spring back. They'll catch you in the face, mate. Right, just let it. Oh, crap. Mind out. That's better. Who'd have bleeding hell in their right mind would dump a barbecue there, eh?
And they got to stop as well.
I got to stop to do it, I know. Look, on this road. Just beggars belief, mate. If I throw it back over, Martin, do you think you can drag it down to the path?
Yeah.
Yeah? If I throw it back over here... Yeah. It's much clearer, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can drag it down, you reckon?
I think so, yeah.
All right, mate, mind out the way now. I'm going to just thrown it over the wall to get here. I've got to throw it back over the wall now. Let gravity work in my assistance. Pull it up to the path, Martin. There is a little route through. Look, there's Nick over there. Give him a shout. He's got his trolley. Well, that was about as joyful as getting a red hot poker stuck up your jacksie. Just litter picking on the way back, everyone. I'm going to keep going. Let's put up one quiz question. Forgot to put any quiz questions up today. Just been concentrating on my safety, to be honest. Let's put one up. On the screen it goes. Good luck. Oh, that barbecue's got me blowing. It's been there a while because you can just tell the brambles have started to grow around it, so it's been there a few months. 5 more seconds, everyone. I'll put the quiz answer up. Look, they've thrown all this crap out as well. Look. You idiots. Misuse of the verbal moralities from me there. I think I've got every right to have a misuse of the verbal moralities. It pisses me off a lot of the time, this does. It's just so unnecessary. Let's put the quiz answer up, everyone. See if I can get that blue bag as well. I'm not going in there because it's just Bramble City in there. I've already sliced myself up and look, the bag's broke, look. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, just making my way back. Right, everybody, I'm just walking back and look, I've bumped into the Black Widow herself, Tess. I've got some cakes in the bag. I see you've moved all them chairs I dug out.
Oh, it's you, I wondered who
Yeah.
it was. I'm that front end of the apartment.
They was over here. They've been over there. I managed to cut my head doing it.
Well done, you.
So
Oh, yes.
Nick said I'd cut my head a bit. I could feel it. I walked straight into a branch like this one, but just thicker. Are you shuttling that up? Okay, love.
Various things up. This is the last.
All right, I've got 3 bags back here, which I'll go and retrieve in a minute. For the moment, I'm just gonna walk along and fill this bag. I'll go and get them 3, and I've got your cake for you.
And I've got you.
Ah, it's becoming more of a picnic than the litter pick. All right, love, I'll catch you in a minute then. Right, everyone, that's the lovely Tess. She also does the litter pick with Chili and Gary at the canal every Friday. Not every Friday, one Friday a month at the canal in Hayes. So I wondered who'd moved all my stuff. I couldn't see it as I was walking along. The lovely Tess, the Black Widow. We've all got Avengers names. Obviously I'm the Hulk. Hulk, smash! Smash! So I said to them last night on the message board, I said, I will take on the dangerous side. And Nick was like, smash! Oh, I don't do rocks. I tell you what, everyone, I've got to go back and get them those three bags that I left. And I think we're just basically done here. So let's go and get them. I think I've done 14 bags myself and about 6 of unbaggables. So I'm just going to walk up to those bags that are about 200 yards away. I'll catch you there and we'll do one more quiz question for the day. Right, everyone, That's good. Tell you what I need to do really, this bag's got caught on brambles and broke. Let me just get and rebag it. That call I had, by the way, was a friend of mine I go fishing with. He just rang me up and said, how many more days is it until we go fishing? How many more days is it until we go fishing? Now, by the time you see this video, I'd be back from fishing in about 6 weeks. So I said, I think it's 79 more days, Bobby boy. 79 more. He's like, oh, lovely, lovely. Just can't be 79. 79 the other day. We're going on a Saturday. 77 days. It's exactly 11 weeks today that we go fishing to France. Got a 2-week trip this year. Again. Right, that's better. That's that done. Bob's your uncle. Just going to carry them back a bit, everyone. Whilst I'm doing it, I'll tell you what, let's do a second quiz question just so we can have a couple for today. Bit of fun. So, quiz question going up on the board right now. Well, Tess awaits me. I've only got these 3, Tess. I can carry them, love, if you want. There's some more up there. I did see some more along the path earlier. Yeah, I'll come and get that with you in a sec. I'll tell you what, let's put them in there. Yeah. If you shuttle them, I'll start dragging the barbecue up. All right, I'll help you a minute then. We're just having a bit of an interlude for the quiz question. How are you getting with that quiz question, everyone? I reckon, I don't know. Tess is saying, what is the quiz question? Well, let me tell you, everyone. I have about 500 quiz questions. I just picked one at random. So I don't know what the quiz question is going to be until I edit the video. But what I do know is, there's the answer, everyone. How did you get on with it? Did you get it right, Tess, when you watch this video? No. Let's see if Tess gets it right when she watches this video. So we're going to shuttle this back, everyone. I think that could be the end of it then. Hang on, Tess, I'll help you. Yeah, I think there was a red thing in a bag, Tess, and Nick's already moved it, love. So let's just shuttle it back and we'll shuttle this back, everyone. We'll move the barbecue and I'll catch you at the start or the finish, whichever way you want to look at it. Catch you there. Right, everyone, we've sort of finished. Nick's just doing just a little bit over the road that he wanted to get. It's just a little bit of metal he wants to go and get. There's our with 28 bags I've counted. It might be 29 in a minute when Nick comes along. And we've got loads and loads and loads of tat, like this Just Eat box and baskets from the supermarket and plastic chairs, car parts, carpets, a barbecue and that metal bin. So just turning around and seeing it from this angle, as you see, it's quite a pile. It's about 10 meters long. So probably sort of 50 odd bags in total if you include the stuff, the unbaggables bags. It's probably over 50 bags, probably closer to 60 to be honest. So there's the troops, everyone. What a fantastic job. Tess has made us all a cup of tea, which we're going to have. Tea Icon Loz, Tea Icon. So thank you very much for joining me. Thank you to Nick, Martin and Tess as well. What a great litter pick. One more bag to add to the pile. There's the pile of booty, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Catch you on Super September, and until then, catch you then.